What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have another challenge video. This one is going to be against the user, one of my more faithful followers and subscribers by the name of B.A. Bowden. He has a channel, go check it out. I challenged him, he got around to playing, he put up the video first, so go check out his video to see how he did. I'll probably give you some spoilers throughout this video, but we're playing the Celtic Manor course. This is the Montgomerie course. I think there's 3 different ones. I remember playing the 2010 course. I think that's where the Ryder Cup was. That was probably a month or 2 ago, but we're gonna give that a go. I'm playing from the back tees. He played from the yellows just to help him out a little bit score-wise. So I'm playing from the further back tees. He ended up putting up a plus 18. So I'm going to try to do better than that. It was actually pretty cool. Again, spoiler alert. He actually had a hole-in-one on the par 5, or on the 5th hole, par 3, which is pretty sweet. That was the first person I've ever seen on video with Home Tee Hero to put a hole-in-one in. So pretty cool. Go check out that video. Give him some likes. Go follow him. Subscribe. But we're going to give it a go. Like always, Garmin Approach R10 behind me, Country Club Elite mat, DIY stance mat. Going with the, unfortunately, the Nitro Pulsar ball is a little bit cheaper because I'm with the colder weather out here. It's about in the 30 degrees out here. I've been cracking the balls, just the outer coating, I think, because it's a little bit colder. So I gotta go buy some better Callaway balls eventually, but we're playing with those today. 10x7 nets, Home Tee Hero, and just some formalities before we get going. B.A. Bowden uses the same settings that I do. We're doing 5,300 feet on the altitude, 65% humidity, 85 degrees, and no wind. But I'm challenging you, B.A., inside of this challenge to go get yourself some metallic tape, some HVAC tape on Amazon. I don't know if you guys can see it. This will probably be my last video playing without this ball, or without the dots on it. This allows, with the latest updates, allows the Garmin to pick up the spin and actually read it and measure it versus just estimating it. So, BA, go do that. I've only played a few rounds with the dots on it, but it does do a much better job reading the spin. So I get more distance out of it. I'm actually able to take off about 2,000 feet of altitude from what I could tell. So definitely more accurate. So BA, go do that in the future. I mean, you don't have to. Obviously, you can do whatever you want. But in the future, I'll be doing that for my balls. And then if any of you out there want to do a challenge type video, just either use the metallic dots or just have the settings within the Home Tee Hero to wherever you see fit, to where you think you're getting the most accurate readings. But we're going to give it a go. Haven't played out here in, I think it was 13 days, so just about 2 weeks. I've had birthdays, funerals, weddings, holiday parties, plus I'm getting over a cold now too. I was sick in the middle of it, so I apologize in advance for the sniffles, for me blowing my nose, clearing my throat, coughing, etc. But I'm going to do my best. Hopefully, from the further back tees, put up something better than that plus 18 and B8 and be able to beat BA here. So, first hole, we've got a par 4, 400 yards, down 19 yards. So hopefully, if we haven't hit driver again in 2 weeks, so we'll see what this is going to do. Probably going to be some pretty interesting mishits here throughout this round, but we're going to aim up there, give the driver a go, and see what happens. I did get, I don't know if you guys can see it in camera, finally got some more tees from Amazon, so I got a brand new fresh bag of tees, which is good, because these things break, so. Oh, that's really far left off the heel. Hopefully that gets through those trees. I know there was water. Is there water up there? Wow, we got a generous bounce through there. All right, we'll take that. That was lucky. That was low off the heel. I pulled that pretty bad. All right, second shot. We've got 134, down 1, so we're at 133, and then 10%. We'll call it another 14 yards on top of that. So we're looking at 143, 147. Pretty cold out here, so clubs were about a club. Everything was going about 5 to 10 yards, basically a club short out here because of the temperature and whatnot. So I'm gonna go full 9 iron, and we'll see what happens here. Hopefully get it up and over that water. popped it up, spun off the net to the right. That might fade. Hopefully it gets there. It might be just the front side. Yeah, a little short, but at least we're not on the water. All right, 24 yards left, up 2. So we're at 26, and then 10% we'll call another 3. So right around 29, 30 yards or so. I'm gonna go 56 degree. Again, go check out BA Boat. And my idea, kind of, when I came up with these challenge ideas a few months ago, took a little while to have them come to fruition and everyone to have them recorded. If you guys saw, I did one with Rockstar Golf. I got another one coming up after that. But the idea was either, obviously they put theirs out before, so you can watch that beforehand, but it would be cool to pull up almost side by side. My initial idea was, if you guys can pull up that are watching it, pull up the videos side by side and go shot by shot. It would be pretty cool to watch it that way. But definitely go check out B.A. Bowden. Seems like a good guy. Another fellow bearded golfer, and he's got a pretty sultry, smooth English accent, which is pretty sweet. I'm pretty jealous of that. My voice isn't quite as elegant, but all right, 30 yards. Oh, that was horrendous. Hopefully that gets on the green. Hit behind that, about 1 inch on the mat. I have a feeling none of the shots, I don't think, are going to be particularly great today, but I have a feeling my touch with the short game is probably going to be the biggest struggle throughout this round. Bogey to start it off. Second hole, par 4. We've got 311, looking like a dog leg right, and it is. We've got trees here by the tee box, which I don't love, but I'm going to take this line up there. We're going up 9 yards, so decent chance we end up in one of those, what is it, like 5 bunkers over there. But that's the line we're taking. See if I can get something a little straighter here. That was better. Low on the club face, but that is at least straight. Or straighter. Alright, we'll take that. 256. I think we're just in the rough, so we didn't catch the bunker, but again, that was down or up 9 yards, so it was about 265 or whatever. Not too bad. Second shot, we got 106. Down 7, so we're at 99, and then we'll add another 10 because we're in the rough, so we're looking right around 110 or so. I'm gonna go choke down pitching wedge, see if I can do kind of a touch flighted shot here. All right, no water or anything. Like I mentioned, I bet kind of backed up with videos and whatnot and not being able to play out here from everything that was going on. So I'm actually doing the second Rockstar Golf Challenge after this video, which is going to be, spoiler again, his is already out, but a par 3. So I'm gonna have to hopefully get some of these cobwebs and the rust off with the short game and be able to dial in some kind of touch shots for the next round right after this. So we can get something right around 100, 110. I don't know if I put enough on that. It's going to be left. It might be short left. Yep. All right. Basically same shot again almost. 28 yards, down 2 this time, so we're looking at 26. I'm gonna go 56 degree again. That was better. Still caught it a little heavy. Hit the mat first just a tad, but definitely better than that first one. All right, we'll take that. Is that the inner circle? It is. Par. Kind of dropped a stroke on that 100-yard shot, but it is what it is. So I believe that puts us 1 over through 2. Third hole, par 4. We've got 385, down 5 yards this time. Another slight dogleg right, so we're going to aim up here to the right, down 10 yards there. So we'll see. If I can hit something, I don't think I'll be able to hit 285. That number doesn't really matter, that's just where I'm aimed. But if I can hit something, maybe even 275, it's going to actually go 285 because of that slope. But it might be asking a lot for a day like today. I am going to make a conscious effort to, especially with the driver, just slow down the backswing just a tad, focus a little bit more on contact than trying to hammer it. That was decent. Low on the club face again, but that's going to be pretty far right. Hung that one out. Got it to work though. So 280, that was about 270 on a flat fairway. All right, 108, down 9. It's gonna be the same shot again. We need 110 again with between the slope and the rough. So see if I can do a little better with the pitching wedge this time. Put a little bit more of a swing on it. Pulled it left again. I swung a little bit harder. That still might be short left though. It popped up just a tad too. All right, we got it to roll on. It's probably a lucky bounce there, but +2. Got another par. Fourth hole, par 4. Blow my nose quick. 390. All right, 1 over through 3. Relatively straight, slightly left on this one, so we're gonna aim just up there towards the middle. That wasn't good of contact. It was straight, but that was slower. $275 though, we'll take it. All right, another one of these touch pitching wedge shots. It looks like we got 115 down 5, so we're at 110. Then we'll add another 10, 11, 12 yards or so. So we're looking at right around 120, 122-ish, something like that. This one's going to be a fuller pitching wedge. Left again. Left and then spun off the net to the right. So it's going to start left. That should fade a little bit, but probably not a whole lot. And we popped it up just a tad too, but we're on the green. So we'll take that. Should be another par, I think. And it is. Fifth hole, par 3. This is the one that B.A. Bowden put it in the hole off the tee box, which is pretty crazy. Let's see. Obviously, I'm going to try to do that, but I don't know. Looks like the green's sloping a little bit left to right, so we're going to aim right about there. we've got 164 to the pin, up 7. So we're looking at 171, which would usually be 8 iron. I think I'm going to grab the extra club and go smooth 7. I'm just thinking it would be absolutely unreal if I somehow put this in. The odds of 2 hole-in-ones on the same course back to back are probably astronomically low. If I hit this, I'm probably gonna go buy a lottery ticket. Thin and left. Not super far left, but that's gonna have to probably roll up. Yeah. Well, not exactly a hole-in-one. If nothing else, if I beat you on the course, BA, you definitely got me on this hole. There is no beating that. 25 yards left, we're in the fairway, so I'm just gonna go 56 degree. And congratulations to you, BA. I know I said it in the comments, but I've yet to have a hole-in-one out here or in real life. And again, that's the first one I've ever seen, so pretty cool. You're able to get it on video. Gonna be a tad left. We're on though. +1. Par. Well, BA, you got me by 2 strokes on that one. 6th hole, par 3. 154 down 2, so we're looking at 152. That would usually be 9, so I'm gonna actually club up again, hit an 8 iron. Almost fell over on that. Not very good balance, but it wasn't the worst strike. Pretty straight. Ugh. That might have bounced up if we didn't catch that bunker. Looks like it went right into it and just died. So, we've got 18 yards up 1 out of this bunker. So, like I've explained, I found that the bunker is probably a lot longer than the 20% that it says. So, we're at 19 yards. 20%, we'll call that 4 yards. 40% would be 8 yards, so I think it's going to play closer to probably 8 to 10 yards on top of this. So we're looking right around 29 or so yards again, 30 yards. Going to go 56. Definitely getting my practice with this club so far. Oh, that was horrendous. Hopefully it stays on the green. That was really far right and thin. That was almost a shank, or it was a shank. Yeah, that was generous. So these are the type of shots where I've found the R10 in general is more generous. I found, obviously compared to real life, there's not a whole lot of direct comparison, but because there's no putting, the R10 is usually, and Home T Hero, the simulator software, is pretty generous around the green, but even more so without the dots with the fur actually measuring the spin. I think if I had dots on that, that would have ended up a lot further right, and it probably would have reflected that. It might have actually been off the green too, I don't know. But 7th hole, we're 2 over, par 4, 405. We're gonna go down 10 yards. So we're gonna go up and over these trees this way. Let's see what happens. It's gonna be straight, but that was pretty bad contact. That might be into those trees. We got through them somehow. Only 257. And what I say, down 10 yards, so that was realistically only about 247. Not the best there. But we've got to look. We made it through that corner. Second shot, 152, down 3, so we're looking at 149, and then we're in the rough for 10%, so we'll call that 15 yards. So we'll call it 165. I'm gonna go 8 iron. 165 in general, that's usually right between on a regular weather, like golf season type day. That's right in between a strong 9, soft 8, so I think could probably even go soft 7 today, but I'm gonna pretty much take a full swing with this 8, see what happens. Heavy and left, that's gonna be short left. All right, 32 yards, up once, we're at 33, plus we'll call it another 4 yards because we're in the rough, so 37. Guess I'll go 56 again. Gotta put a little more mustard on this one. Not choke down quite as far. Felt pretty good. It's gonna be just a touch left, but I should be on the green, if not pretty close, I would think. Ooh, just off the, or we're on, but a little long. +2 for a bogey. 8th hole, par 4. 277, up 13 yards though, so we're gonna go pretty much right at it there. Don't think we'll be able to get it there because 277, I mean there's a chance, but I basically need for the 13 yards of upslope that we're hitting into this, I basically need to hit one that's 290 to get it to 277, so don't think that's in the cards today, but let's see if we can put something relatively close if we make some better contact than that last one. It's not terrible. Low again. Low launch, a little bit low on the club face, but that was towards the center, so it should be relatively... Oh, that's a misread. That was pretty straight. It definitely didn't go that far left. Now we're right behind that tree. That's unfortunate. I don't know what happened there with the R10, but... what are we gonna do here? I could go low, but then there's still a chance to hit that tree, and then we'll probably end up in the bunker if I go low right. I guess I'm gonna go up and over. 53 yards, up 5, so we're at 58, and then 10%, we'll call it another 6 yards, so 64-ish. We're gonna open up, gonna switch out the ball, first and foremost, because this is a very high chance of this going up and over the net. I'm gonna open up a 52. See if we can pull this off. Hit it kind of thinner than I would have liked to actually stay into the net. We'll see if we get lucky, but that might be into the tree. I think we caught the tree. Oh no, did we go over? Yeah, we went over. Kind of surprised. That was thinner than I would have liked. I thought I might have caught the tree, but I guess we cleared it. Now we need to go back over the green again. So 24 yards down 2, we're at 22, 10%, we'll call another 3, so 25. There you go, 56 degree. Go back to the old nitro ball. Waste of a stroke there. But the R10 kind of did his dirty there with that drive. Tugged it a little left again, but that should be on the green. +1 luckily. Alright, scraped out the par. And like I've mentioned many times in the past, definitely a misread off the tee box there, but we got some generous bounces and reads before too, so it all evens out. It's honestly probably even more generous at the end of the day than anything else, so every now and again we're probably due for some not so beneficial readings. Alright, 9th hole, we're 3 over through 8. Par 4, 351, dogleg left. We're gonna go there. Kind of aggressive, but as long as we can get it started up and over those trees, we've got some room up there. Should be relatively straight. Not the quickest, but I would think that I'd get up and over those trees, and it did. Alright, we'll take that. 269 in the middle of the fairway. Well, not in the middle, but in the fairway. Left side. 86 yards left. Up 7. So, we're looking at 93. I'm going to have to dial in this kind of flighted pitching wedge again. In my head, I'm just going to try the best I can to play a about 100-yard shot here. Nope. Popped it up, caught it heavy. It's going to be relatively straight, but that was probably generous. I don't know if we got a big bounce there. It was still short on the green, but that probably should have been either just short of the green or more towards the front side. So, like I'm saying, that probably made up for the driver misread there on that one alone. But onto the back 9, we're 3 over through 9. Not too bad. We've got a par 4, 415 yards. Down 9, nice wide open straight fairway. So, see if we can make some good contact. Pushed it a little bit right, but that should be out there. Low on the launch again. Granted, I've been trying to lower the launches on all my clubs, so compared to popping it up, whoa, 294. I don't know if that went that far, but compared to popping it up, 1, it's probably just a better flight in general, both here and on course, but 2, I think the Garmin likes it a little bit better with the lower launches, so that was probably a little generous on the yardage there, but 121, I think we were hitting down into that too, but either way, 121, down 3, so 118, see if I can put it on with the pitching wedge. popped it up to the left. Hopefully that catches the front side. It was definitely left. It says it was 126. That one felt like it was going to be a tad short, so I don't know. But got another par. All right, 11th hole, par 3, 181 up 11. So we're looking at 192. Gonna go 5 iron. See if I can get it there. I'm just thinking it was those type of shots, some that I maybe felt that were possibly a little bit short and they come up long. Sometimes they're a little bit backwards without using the dots, and that's kind of been the case out here until I recently switched to using those metallic dots. But I just figure if I can, might as well go the route of more accuracy and having the R10 measure more things than not versus estimating it. So it has done a better job. I've noticed that I do have, like I said, a kind of abnormal higher launch and ball flight than I would like. Still trying to lower it, but with the dots, the R10 does a better job picking up the spin, and definitely left and right as well, so a little more accurate in that regard. Struck it decent, hung it out to the right. All right, we'll take that. See, that one stayed a little bit straight and actually came back left. That one I felt like I pushed it just a little bit, so probably a little bit straighter ball flight than what that actually was. But all right, 12th hole, par 5, 615 yards, nice and short on this one. Gonna aim up there. We'll see what happens. Not the best. Gonna be relatively straight, but definitely didn't hit that one as good as the last one. And right there in the distance it shows. But 260, we're in the fairway. 355 left, so gonna go 3 hybrid. No chance at all that we get it there, or even within probably 100, 150 yards, but well, actually maybe, where it is down 27 yards, so we'll see what happens with the 3 hybrid. Definitely not expecting it to go as far as I normally would on a regular golf season type day, but usually play this to about 250, 260 or so. Even if I get 240 out of it on this shot, I'd be pretty happy, plus the an actual 240 yard shot plus the 27 yards or whatever that was extra of downslope. That would put us closer to 270, but all depends on quality of strike and whatnot. And that was not great. Low and left. Hopefully that runs. Yeah, there's no way on that one. It's probably generous because it rolls a good amount in the fairway, but what did I say, 27 yards, so 240. That one had it about 240, 245 on the roll. That was probably generous again, but all right, 85 yards, down 15, so right at 70 yards. Gonna go pitching wedge again, but like I've explained, the whole idea with these settings before, it's not to where I'm trying to jack up the yardage so I hit 400-yard drives every single time, because I'm only hurting myself in the long run. But before using the metallic dots with these settings, I found like these, what I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the 5,300 feet of altitude, which is the main one, and then the 65% humidity and the 85 degrees. I felt like that was a happy medium between the longer clubs and the short irons, because obviously if you start decreasing that, the short irons aren't, or yeah, if you, I mix this up. I mixed it up last time I was trying to explain it too, but basically this is a happy medium between, right now, probably the longer irons, maybe a little bit longer than they are in real life, but it means that my wedges in the short game are a little more realistic. So if I start lowering the altitude at all from playing with this without the metallic dots, the longer irons and the drives and the mid irons will probably be a little more accurate. They'll come up a little bit shorter, but that would mean that my already feeling of the wedges being short would be even shorter on top of that, which is pretty frustrating around the green. So just trying to find a setting somewhere in between there for a happy medium, but luckily with the metallic dots it doesn't seem like I have to do that quite as much. That should be short right. Popped it up, didn't swing very hard, and I caught the mat first. Yeah, seeing that, I don't know, that was a misread. I don't think that was long, but plus you gotta consider too, like I've mentioned, sometimes the R10, just for whatever reason, I don't know, the weather, maybe the sun, the wind, etc. Some days it just seems to be a little more accurate than others, and has some good days and bad days. But 17 yards, up one, 10%. I'm just gonna go, might as well stick with it. Gonna go 56 degree again. It's gonna be a touch left. It might actually be a little long. I was probably closer to 25, 30 yards. Again, that estimated spin. All right, 13th hole, par 3. 181 up 2. So we're at 183. I'm gonna go 6 iron. Take the extra club, or half a club. It's gonna be relatively straight. It might fade a little bit. Didn't get all of it, but go. Just short. That was what I felt like that one happened. So that was probably a pretty accurate read from the R10 on that one. That was about 20 yards short. That was 169, I think. It was about 20 yards short from my regular stock 6 iron. 14th hole, par 4. We're 5 over now. See if we can claw back a couple strokes here. Gonna aim up there. All starts with a good drive. I think I mentioned it at the beginning, but for that next video I'm doing against Rockstar Golf for the par 3, I'm gonna go back to those metallic dots on the ball and lower the settings again. So if you guys are curious between the two, granted there won't be the driver and the any of the long, definitely not long, or probably not even as many mid irons. I think Rockstar Golf said the majority of the holes are right around like 100 yards and in, but you should be able to get at least a little bit better idea between some of the wedge shots you've seen in this video and then some of the readings that I get with the metallic dots in the next one. That was actually struck decent. That should draw. .263. The rough definitely slowed us down. I don't know if we caught that tree or not. I feel like I hit that decent. All right, 89 yards, up 5, so we're at 94. Then we'll call it another 10 because we're in the rough, so right around 104 or so. Gonna be pitch and wedge again, choke down pitch and wedge. That was struck better as the ball goes flying. And short, yeah, I don't know. That one felt like, if anything, that was going to be long. Again, I don't know if I caught anything. I didn't see it on screen, but looks like we're short in the bunker with 18 yards left. So I don't know what's going on with some of these reeds. That one was struck cleaner and struck better than the other one. The other one came up long. That one was short. So it is what it is, I suppose. 18 yards. We're in the bunker, up 1, so we're at 19. 20% will be called 4 yards, so we probably need at least 8. So we're looking, I think, right around 30 yards again. We're gonna go 56. That was better. It should be pretty darn straight on that one, right at the pin. As a plane goes over. And another one. All right. 15th hole, par 3. We got 153, up 7, so we're right at 160. I'm gonna grab the extra club and go 8 iron. And just to piggyback on some of the settings that I was talking about and some of the readings that we get, obviously it has mainly the most to do with my swing and how I'm hitting it, and then 2, obviously the weather, like I've explained, and then also 2, more than you would expect, I've actually learned that from switching balls out here. The balls they use do make a pretty big difference, so these cheaper balls aren't nearly as good performance-wise, so probably some of that wonkiness has to do with these cheaper nitro balls on top of it. Struck it decent. It was a tad heavy and I pulled it left, but let's see if I catch the front left side of the green there. Not quite. That was probably pretty accurate though. 13 yards, 10%, so we'll call another 2, so we're right at 15. And I hit the 60 degree, I think, for the first time. Should be decent. Had a lot of backspin on it, but +2 for another bogey. Falling apart here. +16th hole, par 4, 327. We're now 7 over. Up 11 yards too. So I'm gonna play 11 yards shorter wherever I hit this. Gonna be left. That's gonna overcook more than I would like, but should be out there somewhere. Alright, second shot. 71 yards, we're in the fairway, up 7, so we're at 78. Gonna be one of those pitching wedges again, we'll see. Struck it decent. Should be straight. We'll see if I got the yardage right and how the R10 read that one. Short. Alright, 18 yards, up 2. We'll go 60 degree again. Need 20 yards. It's gonna be a tad left. I should be relatively close though, I would think. Short left. I did pop it up. I don't know if that was a 13-yard shot, but another bogey, unfortunately. I think I might have to, I'm thinking before I hit that shot, I might have to change the settings and go to the driving range before I do that next video, just so I can get some of the feel differences, because these are gonna be, those touch shots are gonna play a good amount differently. With the R10 actually reading and measuring the spin versus estimating it. '17th hole, 413-yard par 4. Pretty straight, nice and open. Let's see if I can get some good contact and maybe step on one a little bit here. It's gonna be right, but it's not horrendous. Alright, we'll take that. I was thinking too, I do believe there is a pretty big benefit to some of these clothes that I'm wearing. The flannel that you're seeing is actually a fleeced lined flannel on the inside. It'll keep me pretty warm on top of the vest, which keeps my back in my core section. But I think the biggest thing are these, it's actually a rain suit, these windbreaker pants. A lot of times I've only played 2 videos out here before, and I've worn these when I ride my bike and do my cycling workouts, but it pretty much just traps all the heat, so my legs are probably actually even sweating on the inside of these, but I think it does help keeping the swing speed up and all the muscles warm and whatnot. So I went to the store and I got I think 4 more of these flannels, so I can switch those out playing out here. And then I have 3 different suits, these rain suits coming on Amazon that I order more of, so I'll have some options. I can try out some different brands. I have ordered a secondary suit of this same exact black one, so you'll be seeing these pants out here more often than one other black pair, and then I got a pair of khaki colored ones, so I'd recommend it if you have some cold weather. 136, second shot, up 2, so we're at 138. Gonna go soft 9-iron. Left. That was probably a pretty accurate read on that one. Choked down 9-iron, about pin high, just left. Unfortunately, a +3 out there and another bogey. Well, certainly not the best out here, but barring I don't know what the maximum I can get, but I think I might have got the victory on the first match here, BA. I'm 9 over through 17. We'll see what we do here on the 18th. It's a par 5, 545 yards. It'd be nice to end with a birdie or a par here. Didn't do the best job articulating my thoughts with these clothes. Definitely wasn't the best sales pitch, not that I'm really selling these, but if any of you are curious, I can probably give you some links in the comments if you want to know about the rain suit. Struck decent. Hung it out to the right again though. Hopefully it comes back a little bit. All right. .262 left, up 11. We're gonna rip the 3 hybrid at it, see if we can make better contact than that last one. Decent drive though, we'll take that. Probably again a little bit generous on the yardage on that one, but I can't do, obviously as you guys can tell my skill level, I can't hit it within, I can barely get it within 10 yards when I try, let alone 5 or within a couple yards. So although these aren't the most accurate readings on some of these, especially without the metallic dots, it's definitely within the ballpark, which for me and my skill level usually is good enough. A little bit heavy towards the right. Making sure that mic was still on. I felt it catch the net, making sure I didn't turn off or anything. Seems like we're good. Cameras are still going, so I think we're good. See if we can stick this green here for the final shot. 39 yards, up 2. So we're looking at 41. I'm gonna go 52 degree. Take a little bit off of my regular 50-yard shot here. It's straight. I don't know if I put enough on it though. That might be front side of the green. Yep. +2. Hey, at least we got a par to end it. So, take a look at the scorecard here. From the Celtic Manor Resort Golf Club, the Montgomerie course. I believe this was in Gwent, I think it was. Somewhere in the UK over by BA Bowden across the pond. We ended up with a 9 over 78, so not the best, not too bad. The front was definitely better than the back. We went 37 and then 41. I was actually kind of surprised. The driver wasn't too bad. We had some good swings in there. I've been struggling as of late with that club, but we hit 6 out of 13 fairways, just below 50%. So would like to have that number be up a little bit, but not too bad. And then greens regulation, 8 out of 18. Not too bad there, again, just slightly below 50%, but for a day like this without playing and the weather and everything else, not horrendous. And then 35 putts, that's just shy, 1 putt under, 2 putts a hole. So would like to be ideally closer to 1.5, but it is what it is. Can't complain too much being in the 78s. There were some wonky readings, both beneficial and detrimental to some of the scores and the shots on this round, but it is what it is. Again, BA, go get, or anyone else out there really, go buy a roll of that metallic HVAC tape, aluminum foil tape. I think I've seen some differences on some of the tapes. I guess some of the quality is a little bit better than others. I actually didn't have to buy any. I had some. so I can't necessarily point you to the specific roll that you should or shouldn't get. But from here on out, I think this will probably be the last round that I don't use the balls with the dots. But I mean, it's easy enough. One roll of like $7 tape will probably last you the rest of your life. You only use a very, very little strip like I showed you before on the ball, and it's just I'd put a little square dot, 2 of them on either side, and you have the dot either facing straight up and down or towards the screen. But it seems to help, and just makes the R10 even more accurate than it already is for the price point. But again, shout out to BA for accepting the challenge and putting it up. Hopefully we do a few more. Go check out his channel like I said, and I'll see you guys in the next video.